Hey guys, hi. I'm shaking, pissed
Hey
off.
guys, hi.
Whoops, I had my other window open with my channel. So sorry. Okay, hi guys. Give me just a few minutes. I'm gathering this up to show you. Bullhorn Betty has reached a new low. This is something that she specifically told me in one of our conversations that she would never do, ever. She said that that would be a total tragedy pimp move. She just did it. She just outed herself as a tragedy pimp. Full on, no doubt about it, tragedy pimp. Who are you, Robin? Hey, Amanda. Oh, man. So I'm going to mute myself for just a minute. I'm still hot. I'm mad. I mean, wow. I really didn't think that, I don't get it. So I have something to show you. Give me just a minute. I'm going to get that together here. All right, I have the stuff up here. Okay, so to recap what she did earlier, it was bad enough, but I didn't even understand the dire consequences of what she just did. I mean, I knew about it. I just reported on it on my last live. She had called local law enforcement, and I played that because she'd done it, just an hour or so ago. And on the Michael Vaughn case, she called the law enforcement and got case information. I'm shaking, y'all. I talked to this lady so many times. This is something she told me she would never do. She called local law enforcement, got information on the case using her little made up press pass, whatever it is, and without even checking with anybody, she went straight to YouTube and broadcast that phone call live on her channel. She broke the news about that little boy and the charges of the lady before the family could even be notified. You guys know what that means, right? I'm just disgusted. Ooh. So I'm going to play this video real quick for you. Betty Bullhorn did. Yeah, before anybody found out about what happened, she called local law enforcement. Yeah, Mom, it's way worse than that. Earlier, we knew that her and JLR had been trying to, and they reached out and spoke with the suspects in the case, in the Michael Vaughn case. And, it's hit my funny bone. And then she went and called law enforcement a little while ago, using her little press credentials, and got information on the case, on who was arrested and what for, and that revealed what happened. It's a confirmation, in other words. I'm shaking. Can you guys hear me? Ooh, I am holding back a lot of thoughts, y'all.
Calling the County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. To ensure your call is routed correctly, please select from the following options. If you know the four-digit extension, you may enter it now. For court-related questions, please press 9.
So this bonafide sounds like she's calling the law enforcement. So let's see.
Okay. Maybe I need to mute me. Hang on.
Begin, Joe. Begin, Joe.
Yes, can you provide me what the current charges are for a Stacy Wondra and a Sarah Wondra?
Stacy has not been arrested, so it's Sarah.
Okay, and what's her charges?
Failure to report death to law enforcement and coroner.
All right.
That's all it is.
Thank you very much.
For calling the Payette County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. To ensure your call is routed correctly, please select from the following options. If you know the four-digit extension, you may enter it now. For court-related questions, please press 9.
So this bonafide sounds like she's calling the law enforcement. So let's see.
Begin, Joe.
Yes, can you provide me what the current charges are for a Stacy Wondra and a Sarah Wondra?
Stacy has not been arrested, so it's Sarah.
Okay, and what's her charges?
Failure to report death to law enforcement and coroner.
All right.
That's all it is.
Thank you very much.
BHB called police to find out charges on that Sarah person, and they told her he may
That is false.
speak to them about putting information also. Wow.
That is false. That is false. That is not true. And I have a very close source that has seen the documents. That is not.
Hey, Brandy.
So it's not a lie. The yard that they're digging up right now, the woman is being charged with not reporting the death of a child.
Oh, honey.
And thank you for putting that out on the internet before our family was informed, because they were trying to protect us, and they're trying to make sure, because there's two people involved.
Oh my God.
They're trying to tie the case together. So thank you so much for putting that out there before they could tell us. Thank you. You have no idea what you've done to our family right now. You have no idea.
Yes, guys, you heard that correctly. You heard that correctly.
I got to learn to unmute myself. Watch this. Don't strike me, Heels. I love you. Don't think Savage will mind either, because they want this information out about this. I'm trembling. I'm so mad because she was like a new friend of mine, y'all. I feel so freaking stupid. I don't think I'll ever forgive myself for like talking to her. I feel dirty, like I want to take a bath and bleach. And it's been, a couple of weeks since I even talked to her. And I'm shaking mad. How could you do that to a mother? What is wrong with you, Betty? All for views. You had to get it out there first, right? So you destroy a family's heart in the process. Anything for the news, right?
Can you provide me what the current charges are for a Stacy Wondra and a Sarah Wondra?
Stacy has not been arrested, so it's Sarah.
Okay, and what's her charges?
Failure to report death to law enforcement and coroner.
All right.
That's all it is.
Thank you very much.
And now we know. That's what they gave us, so we didn't lose hope. And thank you for destroying that. Hey, baby.
I can't play any more of that. She sits there and cries, y'all. That poor mom sits there and cries because she just got confirmation. That's confirmation. She was holding on to hope. She was holding on to hope. And Betty, Bullhorn Betty, just crushed it before anybody could sit this mother down and gently tell her that it's confirmed. Wow. Betty, you need a high five. In the head with a chair. You evil, disgusting woman. Get off of YouTube. I got Betty's number. I'm going to call her. Betty, Betty, Betty. I know she won't answer. Can y'all hear that?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 94123766605 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
You did this. You did this. She's saying, I'm sorry, Michael.
I'm sorry.
Over and over and over, this woman sits there and cries, saying, I'm sorry, Michael. Over and over and over.
People need to step back and let them please do their job, please. We're sitting here listening to it. It's not.
She can't even find words right
This is not
now.
okay. This is our family. This is our lives. This is our baby. This is our baby. And you're.
Betty, you are disgusting and you should be ashamed of yourself. Lose my number. I know I already blocked you anyway, but you lose my number. Don't ever contact me. Get off of YouTube. You don't deserve a channel. You are going to be so mass reported for this, and I hope everybody reports you. And I hope you have serious repercussions for what you just did to this family. Shame on you. She can't strike me. I'm not playing anything from her channel. What can she strike me for? I left her a voicemail. I didn't threaten her. I shamed her. I said, shame on you. She's so awful. She told me that's the one thing she would never do, y'all. She said that's the one thing I would never, ever do in my whole life is ever report regarding a child's death or finding or, a change in status. Somebody's been charged, somebody's arrested, anything like that, until she knew that the family had been notified. The person that was arrested was her neighbor. The neighbor and the husband's been in jail since May. And this is the wife. And apparently she's known this whole time. Not only was it a charge for not disclosing the death, not reporting the death, but not reporting the death in order to hide the manner of death. My God, what happened? What the hell? Yeah, I've read the documents from that address. It's kind of like a trap house for the address where these people live. Bad people in and out, lots of registered sex offenders. And Betty went and told the world before Mama could be told. It's just so sad. Yeah. I'm going to read comments for just a minute here. Like my hands are shaking. Correct. She put it out there. She got it out there in the world, warning the suspect. She just warned the suspect that they've been charged and they have not been arrested. Can you believe that? Somebody's been charged and they don't even know yet, probably. She just warned them. How could you do that? How could you warn? Well, yeah, she did. Was that her that got the arraignment today that we just listened to a little bit ago? Is she in custody? Okay, good. Could you imagine if Betty managed to get that out before she was even picked up? And then she took off, She doesn't own the house. They rented. She could just take off. That's the one. Okay, $500,000 bond, correct? And the preliminary hearing will be the 23rd or 22nd. I was listening earlier to another channel that said they were getting information from inside the court. Oh my word. Seriously, Betty, that's a low blow. I had no idea. 22nd. Oh, so I thought somebody said it was that Richard Allen's was the next day. I need to look that up. I'm gonna look that up real quick. First little results on Google just says he's scheduled to go on trial starting March 20th, 2023. But let me look at the preliminary. Okay. Okay, I found something. Let me read it. Don't you love when they put the information way at the bottom of the article? It says a hearing was scheduled for November 22nd to determine whether or not the charging documents would be made public. However, according to Wish TV, the hearing faces a possible date change since Judge Denier, I'm not sure, Diener, who scheduled the hearing recused himself on November 3rd, the same day he allowed Allen to be transferred to state custody. And on the docket, it doesn't even have a date on there now. So I think they're changing it around a little bit. Maybe to another judge. Looking. Yeah, everywhere else still says the 23rd. But I bet you it's going to be delayed a little bit. So November 30th is going to be a big day for the Jared LASIK, whatever. Oh my word. And you know what's sad? You know what's really, really sad? I bet you she didn't give a hoot. Yeah, exactly. Let me get my StreamYard over here where I can click it easier. There we go. Yep, she thinks she's pressed. That's because Betty knows tricks. You see, she's associated with this guy. She has ways of getting information, y'all. Let me show you why and how. Pull up Savage here. I'm going to show you how she did it. Because you're right. Just any Tom, Dick, or Harry calling up there, they're not going to tell him anything, right? But let me pull this up. It's making me watch an ad first. Oh, Daryl Brooks is sentencing tomorrow? Okay. Okay, share my screen again. So, can y'all hear me okay? Okay, because this one doesn't have audio that I need to play. This is a text that she sent me. When was this again? October 19th. And this was my breaking point with her. Let me get rid of that off the screen. Sorry. There we go. So this was my breaking point with her. She knows how she says there, it's been exhausting. I need a rest, but JLR believes the numbers are hitting. So I'm struggling with wanting a break and covering the story. This was when she was there with the protests in front of Quentin Simon's home. Oh, guys, sorry. My little girl's home, so my doggy's bird. Hang on. Hi, baby. I brought my planners. All right. Yay, she brought her planner. She's really bad about forgetting that. Okay, so she sent me this, and I did not know at the time who JLR was. I'm going to show you just a second. I'm going to read this. This is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. You think she's bad. She's bad. She's bad, but check out who her mentor is, the one who controls her, keeps up with her numbers, on YouTube and advises her. It's her partner. It's been exhausting. I need a rest, but JLR believes the numbers are hitting and thinks I should stay. So I'm struggling with wanting a break and covering the story. So now I'm unsure if I should come home. I hate making decisions, but JLR knows what he's doing. Let me show you JLR. At that time that she sent me this message, I had no clue who JLR was. I was brand new to YouTube. Didn't know anything about this person. This is JLR. Okay, so Jonathan Lee Riches is who she means. Oh, close. Okay. The dude's so bad, he has an entire Wikipedia of all of his crap. He has filed so many lawsuits, y'all. He's not even allowed to file lawsuits. He's not allowed to have a YouTube channel. This is the one that has sued everybody all over the country. Now you know where she gets it when she's always threatening, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to sue you. This is where she gets it. Right? Mom, 3 kitties. She sure doesn't seem like a person who struggles with anything, least of all making decisions. Yep. Well, he looked at her numbers, when you have a channel, you have numbers. I'll show you mine. Just because I don't care. I'm new, so I don't have much on mine. So you just go into your YouTube studio, and I'm still learning this stuff. I think it's analytics. So analytics, this is where you go. When you have, this shows you how many views you have, what you were doing on YouTube at the time, and when you had spikes in your views, stuff like that. This is part of the numbers here. I don't know why this won't go away now, but that last Saturday I had 6,372 views on just that one video, and that was when I interviewed Nick. Total, well, that's not right. It's over 8,000 now. this is the numbers. This is the numbers that they go by, right? And if your numbers are high on everything, I'm sure hers is like 10,000, on these. But when your numbers are good, which means your numbers are up, you stay. Why would that go away? I'm going to refresh, make that go away. It's driving me nuts. Don't want that in my face. Okay. So, see, it says I got 23,000 views in the last 28 days. And I have 1550 subscribers. They even give you a little live count. Some people actually put this little live count up on a banner on their website, and you can watch your growth. See, there's where I started all the way up, and I'm just keep going up and up and up, which is good. So that's how that works. So these are the numbers. This is what JLR was referring to. He had so many accounts banned from Yahoo. Why was I going to say Yahoo? From YouTube, that he can't even have a YouTube channel. He's banned. And so what he does is he is teamed up with Betty. I'm sure he gets a cut, some kind, allegedly. I don't know. But he was, I read the first paragraph here for you guys. Jonathan Lee Riches is a convicted fraudster known for the many lawsuits he has filed in various U.S. state district courts. Riches was incarcerated at Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky for wire fraud under the terms of a plea agreement. He has sued everybody, including himself. He has actually filed a lawsuit against himself. You should read this. It's actually comical to go through this and read it. I read the whole thing. And he even wrote a book. I pulled that up and looked at it. I was like, he wrote a book about himself and all the lawsuits that he has filed. His own book about himself. He is a certified nut job. And this is him. And you will see him hanging around Betty all the time. This guy right here. That's JLR. Yeah, she's making more. I've heard of the play board thing where you can go in there and look. But I'm not monetized or anything yet. So I don't really care about that too much. My Cash App is at the bottom of the screen, though. But yes, this is JLR. And he goes all over the nation with them, with Betty and Chronicles of Olivia. They all travel around. Don't know the extent of involvement with other people. I'm only speaking about Betty. So, yeah, looks like a real winner, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got to be, for sure, I would think. A legend in his own mind. And that is exactly what Betty is, too. Sorry. Sorry. Could you shut my door, sweetheart? Just a second. Okay, sorry. Alrighty. Yep. This is JLR. JLR. Earlier in my earlier chat today, somebody said he looks like a walking Q-tip. I thought that was hilarious. Mom, 3 kitties. You can just look her up, Chronicles of Olivia. I collabed with her on some videos. I don't want to talk about her. I just don't. That one kind of stings for me because I really liked Olivia. But one night at the protest outside Quentin's home, when they were playing the baby crying real loud, Olivia thought that was funny and said that this was really going to make him squirm. If that was her words exactly verbatim, but something about this is really going to make them squirm. And as the mother of I lost my baby boy, and that triggered so many of us, you know. I was just done at that point. I just don't understand why people could be like that and think that that's funny, that that's okay, you know. Whew. Oh, Judes, do you mean the Wikipedia? I'm gonna put my link just in case anybody wants to come up and chat with me. So yeah, this is her buddy. This is her mentor. What is this? Okay, see this right here. You know how Betty's always saying, I've successfully sued, I think she said 8 people. The only one that she ever actually won on was this channel right here. And it wasn't because she won, it was because he couldn't afford to continue. He just let her have a default judgment, like F you to her, you know. I don't even know if he ever paid it, but she didn't actually win. He just said, you win, crazy bitch, basically. Yeah, she was harassing him. I know, Mom 3 Kid. Mom 2 3. I get your name now. It took me too long. I'm sorry. Mom 2 3 Kitties. I wasn't seeing the 2. I know. I just tend to look at the good in people, you know. I tend to just want to see the good in others, and man, she doesn't have good taste in men. She was crying. Oh, I know. Hey, don't go to her channel to watch because I think she probably pulled him down. But y'all, she was drunk and probably crying about Dolly, wasn't she? Yeah, she's crazy. Faster than most. Oh my gosh. And I was looking back on that, you know, that short little friendship, and I was like, gosh, that was only about 4 weeks of, you know, talking to her. Betty on her, she did a live and she was drunk. What night was that again, Ellen? It's all over YouTube. We shall go look. Did that wrong. Let's see. Okay, 29. Here we go. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm going to mute myself for just a minute.
What am I drinking? Moscato, Barefoot Moscato, best tasting wine ever. I've had just one glass of wine. I'm on my second glass of wine now. No, I did not drink all this in one night. This is 2 nights ago. I got into the wine 2 nights ago. This is to Michael. Many people may disagree, but quite frankly, I deserve some wine, and so does each and every one of you.
I'm sorry. Which Michael did she just? Is she talking about? Was she talking about Michael Vaughn? Are you serious? She was pouring a toast to Michael Vaughn. Did I just hear that right? Hi, Susanna. I'm calming down now, but if you would like to go back to the beginning of this, please back up all the way to the beginning because it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then catch up to where we are. It's like the first 10 minutes of this live, 15 minutes maybe. I don't know how long. Let's see. How long have I been on now? 44 minutes. So it was the first 15 minutes. If you could go back and watch the very beginning, I think I started talking about it at about 10 minutes into the live. So go back a little bit and watch that. It was bad. It's bad. Oh. Do you know the family? Did you know him? Susanna, are you a friend of the family? Or is it Susanna? Okay, Ellen. Love you, girl. Yeah, this is the woman who just did this today, though. The woman that you see on the screen. She called local law enforcement and found out the name of the neighbor where they're digging, the lady that lives there, and found out the charges on her for failing to report the death to law enforcement and the coroner. And so she was charged, but she was not yet arrested, they told her. So she went, without checking to see if family had been notified, she ran straight to her YouTube channel and broadcast that phone call to police. And the mom heard about it through YouTube, not through proper notification. So pretty devastating. The mother was crushed, devastated, crying. So yeah. Yeah, but they're partners. Betty and Jill are working together to get to the family. Yesterday on her channel, she said that she's going to find Danny Youngkin and show up at his door if he won't take her phone calls. She just said that yesterday. That she's going to locate him and find him and talk to him. And if he won't answer her calls, she'll show up at his house. Like, who does that? Who does that? That's not even proper etiquette and behavior if you claim to be press, you know? Okay, so that's what I was going to. Thank you for asking that. Because she doesn't have connections with law enforcement, but what she does have is that little press pass that she loves to tell everybody about, right? Oh, okay. Okay, Mom to 3 Kitties. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. No, she was not told to call. No. She's a choice. You have a choice as an adult and to know what's proper and what's not proper and what's disgusting and what's not. She also didn't, if let's say that was true, why didn't she call that person back and say, hey, here's what I learned? Has the family been notified? before putting it on YouTube. So hey, J-Rod. I worked with Olivia on the fire cams, not Betty. And I didn't collaborate with Betty on anything at all. She was just kind of there because she was with Olivia. So I talked with her, with Olivia a lot, and then a few times alone. It was only like 4 weeks. But when I decided that I couldn't take any more of the grifting that they were doing with Quentin and finding out, that Cher and her have this arrangement to flip on the family, and that's going to happen. You watch, because she told me all about it, what they're going to do. There's going to be an excuse. They will have to come up with an excuse to suddenly, oh dear, now I can't be associated with this family anymore. Oh dear, Billy's now a bad person, right? They're going to have that story, she said. Then her and Cher are going to go on panel together with Dolly and reveal everything, all this secret stuff that Cher has been gathering on Billy Joe and the family. And what's that going to get them? More views, more clicks, more money. Mo money, mo money, mo money. That is all it is for them. Nothing else. Cher is playing Billy Joe like a fiddle in Kentucky right now. Or Georgia. She's playing her like a Georgia fiddle. And I couldn't be associated with any of that anymore. So I told her to kick rocks. Oh, yeah, for sure. How do you say your name? Exactly. Yeah, law enforcement should have, but when law enforcement thinks that they're speaking to a member of the press, often press gets information way before family. So it was okay to tell a member of the press because that's what she identified herself as. But they didn't know that it was this lady right here, Bullhorn Betty, that she was going to run straight to YouTube and blast it. So, oh yeah, for sure. For sure, J-Rod. Okay, so do I think, so now there's going to have to be an excuse. There's going to have to be a breakdown in the relationship with Cher and Billy Joe. Something's going to happen. It'll probably be manufactured, some sort of an excuse, right? And then she's going to reveal everything. When Betty told me, and it's recorded, it's on my channel, you go listen to the entire phone calls where she says these things, okay? It's on my channel. I don't lie. I've been accused of it, but I don't care. You can just listen to the phone calls yourself. She told me, don't tell Cher because it's going to ruin our plan. If she finds out, she'll get nervous because she didn't know, if Cher could, would be okay with me knowing that. Probably because I hadn't known her long enough. She didn't know if I'd, be like a diehard person who wouldn't tell anybody. But it's kind of that combination of things all together. Yeah, they are, Sonia. Because I have the phone calls, the receipts to back it up. Have you listened to the actual full phone calls on my channel? You're welcome to. They're on a video. If you go to my section, the lives tab, you'll see it in there. And you can hear her describe everything. And she's not saying, see, Cher came back later and said, oh no, she was just assuming. She's wrong. She was assuming. Betty was just assuming. And then the very next day, guess what? Betty went on her channel and said, oh, I was just assuming. I was guessing. I don't know for sure. They're still talking. So, yeah. So let's see. Thank you, V. No, I'm not kidding, Sonia. Listen to the calls. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. When I recorded the calls, I had no idea that I was even recording. It wasn't until later. If I was like out to get her, there was actually several other things that I could have like screenshot or recorded or whatever, that I could have. I wasn't out to get her. It was the culmination, and the final straw was the night of them playing the baby crying. I started crying when that happened because you just don't do that to anybody. Right, Yolanda? That one gets a show. Okay, Cher won't go to BJ, so yeah, there you go. That'd be a great excuse. You're welcome, Cher. Now show your ass to the world. We're waiting. That's the kind of thing that she's got to come up with. So it has to be an excuse. And Betty already told me this. That's how I know that's going to happen. Let's see. Cher's no. J-Rod, not at all. No. This is kind of the same thing that she did with the Summer Wells case, only this time she's involving more people and making it more dramatic for more money. That's why I wish I had known that I was going to later find these phone calls when I got this storage warning on my phone. And that's when I found out that I had them. And I was like, oh, wow, I have all this recorded, because it was like recording all of my phone calls, incoming and outgoing, and I had no idea. And I had gotten the app a few days earlier to record an interview that I did with somebody else. And then I didn't know that from that point forward, it started recording everything. So that's how it happened. I've been accused of deliberately recording her. That's not how it happened. So yeah, Voices Behind the Wall shares who I'm talking about. Very bad news. In the Summer Wells case, she acted like she was on Don Wells' side and then made up an excuse, just like she's going to do here. You watch. Made up an excuse for a breakdown in communication. They got into a little altercation, and then bam, Cher started sharing everything, all the secrets, all the dirt. And it got her a lot of subscribers, a lot of views. And here's the part that she clearly doesn't understand. It got her what she wanted. But where's Summer? Anybody in this chat know where Summer Wells is? Has anybody been arrested for killing that little girl? Nope and nope. That she didn't care about. She didn't care about that. But she hindered that investigation so much. She was right in like the thick of it. Excuse me. And advising Candace and Don. And it got so convoluted, they couldn't figure it out. So there's been no arrest. And Summer is still laying somewhere. And that's exactly what you see playing out right now with Quentin Simon. Nobody knows where he's at, and nobody has been arrested. Cher has been live. I've watched. Cher has been live with Billy Joe and Leilani and telling them live how to, not to say this to the police. Don't say this, say this. You don't want to reveal that. Here's what you do. Why in the hell is she advising murder suspects? Leilani is literally the prime and only suspect. And she calls her pretty girl. Cher has a nickname for the murder suspect. Hey, pretty. That's what she calls her. Yes, Pink Butterfly. It's been well over the time period for Canada to get her passport. And yeah, she's not going to show. I don't know what the deal is, but there's something down here stopping her. You watch. Because she's the lady that went to Canada. She fled from here to Canada or moved. Let me correct myself. She moved to Canada. Okay, who do you mean frumple feet? Oh, okay. J-Rod. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I can handle too much of that. Yep. That's probably going to be the excuse right there. You guys watch. But who are you talking about? Yep, I bet that's going to be the one right there. Uh-huh. Yeah, everybody's playing that. It's terrible. Everybody's playing it. I can't play the whole thing. You see I stopped my video? I can't play it all. Oh, this is the drinking one though. Hang on.
And here's why. I work my little rear end off. This
Okay, so she the glare is not going to oh no, I don't think so. Frumple feet. No, because I thought you were talking about Betty and Dolly. Because yeah, totally. That's why I'm telling you guys. I promise you, if I was out to get Betty, I could have got Betty bad. There were 2 times where I video chatted with her from their hotel room when she was there in their joint hotel room in Georgia. And she was on the bed in her towel, just had her shower, and Dolly came out in his towel. Nothing but a towel. And gets and lays down on the bed next to her and talks to me as well. Weird. They're totally a couple. Or friends with benefits, whatever they got going on. I don't know. None of my business. But if I was out to get her, don't you think I would have screenshot that in a heartbeat? Because I would be laughing my ass off at it now. I would have shared it, you know? But I didn't. I respected their privacy. I don't care now if I just tell about it, but I mean, if I had accidentally gotten a photo, you know, that was, you know, private, of course I wouldn't share that. But if I was out to get her, I would have, you would see photos around by some other name, you know, not me, right? You'd see the photos. Because it was funny. There was her sitting on the edge of the bed, just in her hotel towel, and then he's right behind her in his towel, just wrapped around his waist, in the same room. And I remember when I first met her, I thought she was married, but I guess not. Okay, so even though I don't admit that Blair was right about it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what they say, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really watched MGL here and there. But I bet you I know who will be all over it. Probably Mallory. If you look up Mallory. Mallory went down there for like the last day or so of the protest. And yeah. When they all went down there, the day that MGL was there, Mallory came with. I love Burnt Toast. She's a total prostitute. I love that channel. Love that channel. Molly Go Lightly Beverly. I don't have anything against or for her. I really don't know anything really about MGL. I just hear stuff, you know. I've never been on her channel. I think I sent her a chat a long time ago, or you know, like a comment in chat on something that she was covering. But it was because it was in response to her title. And I just dropped in there and was like, here's, you know, made a comment and then I left. I never really sat and watched her. Pink butterfly, right? Y'all don't want me singing. You don't want me singing either. So, no, you do not want me singing. You know who I do every time I get a chance to tell people about this because she's really sweet and really good channel. And that's Allegedly Innocent. Do you guys know her? Joan Rivers, right? Don't you insult Joan Rivers like that. But Allegedly Innocent has a really good channel, and she breaks out in song sometimes, and she has the prettiest voice. She really does. I'm like, oh, I can't sing. I cannot sing. What's no good at all? Let's see here. Oh, you feel like you're cool with the dark side of YouTube? I wouldn't be bragging on that, J-Rod. The dark side is really dark. Oh my God. If nothing else, you're funny. Well, you got to watch yourself because, you know, little advice here. I probably would have had a lot more subscribers if I hadn't associated with anybody on the dark side. And the only reason that I did is because I was just getting to know everybody, you know, in the true crime community. Oh, Beverly Ann. Woo, girl. Very dark side. Have you heard of the trauma community? I'm delving in it right now with this conversation. Trauma is crime and drama together, and it's kind of like gossipy stuff, but the dark side of trauma and the dark side of drama is really bad. I have a couple of friends who have channels strictly on the trauma and drama genre or section or whatever. And oh my word, it's bad. Like they dox each other. They get on there and they have fights and they call each other up on panel to confront each other. This big drama thing, like every night. Oh yeah. Oh my God. I wonder what she's thinking right now. Woo. Hold on a second. Thank you. Oh, right. You're fine. Well, thank you, Frumple Feet. I like your name. That's cute. And wow. Yep. She's gonna tear her up. She is going to tear her up. She was on live earlier about it, and she was really mad then. I can only imagine how mad she's gonna be, or already is. Shall we go look and see if she's heard the news? Here's another channel, y'all. Check this one out. Is she live right now? Yeah, she's about to go live. Okay, she's not mentioning anything about this though. I think this is a scheduled live. She'll probably talk about Betty as soon as she goes live, I would guess. I don't know. Oh yeah. I like AB. Oh, World of Warcraft. Oh, okay. Oh, you are? I would not have guessed just by the name. Totally gender neutral. Oh my goodness. Yep. Yeah, it looks like she's not there yet, but about to go live. But yeah, check her out. She's cool. But yes, crime and drama are a big, big thing. Uh, so here's, yeah, this is where I watched the, two people sent me the link. And I watched this. So this is the charges related to the lady who was arrested. I'll go ahead and read this in case anybody's driving or whatever and can't look. Let me check chat real quick. Yeah, Beverly, it gets pretty bad. If I knew then what I know now, it'd be completely different. Like there's a whole group of people that I would have completely avoided from day one and saved myself a lot of trouble, but they came across as good people, you know? Oh my word. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Michael Vaughn case update. Apparently the judge has sealed the charges. I believe these are the charges I just showed on my live. I will make the video public once I know it is okay to do so. Both of the people that lived in the home where they are digging are in custody. The male has been in custody for months, and that's been since May, on unrelated charges to the Vaughn case. The female was just arrested this past Friday, the day they started digging at the property, for failure to report a death to law enforcement and the coroner. This could very well be related to the death of Michael Vaughn. No verification on their relation to the Vaughn case yet. The law enforcement teams have returned to the property and are continuing to dig today. Yesterday, they had the backyard dug to the foundation and also removed a concrete slab. More information when it becomes available and can be verified. That's the kind of channel that I like to follow. That's the kind of channel that I, intend to be. Try to keep it as fact-based as possible. I mean, we have fun, we cut up, we can gossip a little bit here and there, but when I'm reporting on a case, I stick to just the facts, because I can't stand anything else really. So check out that channel that you see here on the screen, Above and Beyond Ancestor Readings. I just found it today because two of my YouTube friends sent me the link like within 30 seconds of each other. It was so cute. Yeah. And who's Eliza? I don't know if I follow them. I don't know if I follow them. I don't think the name Eliza is ringing a bell.
Baby and hurting the baby, putting the baby in a trash bag and dumping her in the.
Okay, guys, I want to give you a language warning before I play this. She goes by Queen, and Queen don't play, and Queen has no filter. If you don't like foul language, you might want to leave. She is really good. Yes, it is. That's what I was just showing you on the update was what I just read out loud, J-Rod. And what we're all upset about today is that Betty did this. Did you come in after I put this up, J-Rod? What you see on the screen where Betty called law enforcement? Okay, hold on. It's all right. I can play it. Oh, let me mute myself first. I always make.
Can you provide me what the current charges are for a Stacy Wondra and a Sarah Wondra?
Stacy has not been arrested, so it's Sarah.
Okay, and what's her charges?
Failure to report death to law enforcement and coroner.
All right.
All it is.
Thank you very much.
And now we know. That's what they gave us so that we didn't lose hope. And thank you for destroying that. Hey, baby.
No, J-Rod, this guy was on the case with Betty. He works with Betty. This is JLR. I guess you came in. You might want to go back to the beginning, J-Rod. This guy's JLR. Jonathan Lee Riches. This is Bullhorn Betty's partner. He watches her numbers and tells her what to do on YouTube. He's not allowed to have a YouTube channel. He's been banned for life from YouTube. And I'll read you right here. Jonathan Lee Riches is a convicted fraudster known for the many lawsuits he has filed in various United States district courts. Riches was incarcerated at Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky, for wire fraud under the terms of a plea bargain. This guy has an entire, huge, jam-packed Wikipedia page about all of his BS. This is Betty's partner. Go to Google, search that name, and then go to the Wikipedia and read it. It's insane. Yeah, this guy has been outside trying to get to the mom. He's been driving by her house constantly. He's not supposed to have a channel. He was banned from life. So that if you know where it is, go report it. And go down to other and then put in there that this person is supposed to have a lifetime ban. Just like Morbid Reality is supposed to have a lifetime ban. Did y'all know that? He doxed and harassed women so much on YouTube that he went through, I think, 3 or 4 channels. One was Jammernam. One was Misery Box. And on both of those were the 2 big ones. He did so much public doxing of women that he was banned as well. Morbid's not supposed to have that channel. Yeah, report it. He's not supposed to have a channel. I haven't seen it. But yeah, go look this guy up. He is partners with Betty. And they've been talking. They've been trying to get information on the family and on the suspects. And JLR actually spoke with the suspects, the lady, before she was arrested. Or maybe he spoke to her in jail. I don't know, but it was yesterday. So probably from jail. I don't know. And he's been speaking with other suspects. So, but he's been driving past the mother, her home, and taking photographs of her and putting them online. So maybe the YouTube channels where he's putting them. I don't know. Well, he's been right there, Florida and Georgia, right close to each other. He was just in Georgia. He was just there. Yesterday, he was just there. They've said that. The family has said that. So Betty called law enforcement today and using her press credentials, got information on the case and found out the name of the person, because she wasn't even correct on the person. If you heard that at the beginning, she said Stacy. Okay, cool. I'll email you on that, J-Rod. She called law enforcement, misused her press credentials, did not tell them, I have a YouTube channel, I'm going to put this out there. She identified herself as press. Press are allowed to call and ask questions because they understand. Oh, Idaho, sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. He was just there as of yesterday. That is what the family said. I was just not. I've only been on YouTube for a couple of months, and he's been missing for, I believe they said 476 days that they haven't known where this little boy was, 5 years old. And I only know from some of my friends' channels that have been really, really following it. So I've kind of follow it watching them, but I haven't researched it myself. You know what I mean? Because I've been mainly focusing on the Quentin case, and before that, the Kylie Rodney case and the Debbie Collier case as well now. Idaho potatoes are the best. True. I flew through there one time and did a layover in Idaho, and that's what I did. I had like a 3-hour layover, and I went and they let me put a bunch of local huge potatoes in my luggage. Brought those babies home. It was good. So yeah, she misused her press credentials to get information, and then without checking with anybody to find out if the family had been notified, she blasted it on YouTube. Mom, as you know, had been holding up hope. But now look. So right there, she says, "I'm sorry, Michael." My God.
I'm sorry.
People need to step back and let them please do their job, please. We're sitting here listening to it. It's not. This is not okay. This is our family. This is our lives. This is our baby. This is our baby. And you're. I'm gonna be sick. I can't.
I can't listen to any more of that. It goes on for a couple more minutes, and she's crying and devastated. that, she had held up hope, and Betty took that from her. She didn't get a proper notification. Somebody is supposed to sit the family down and tell them, because that's confirmation. But yeah, very shitty of Betty, in fact, to do that. That was one of the things that she specifically told me she would never do. She would never interfere at that level. She would never put out information that the family didn't already know about. And she told me, oh yeah, I check. I make sure the family knows. What was she thinking? Oh, I know. Dollar signs. Gotta be first. Gotta be the first one to report it on YouTube. Like a big freaking race to be the first one. Or, okay, maybe not the first one. Maybe I can be the third. I'll be the third one to put out this video. Gotta hurry, hurry, hurry. Let's get this video done. Get it up there. It's ridiculous. And the cost is that mom did not get a proper notification. It's like the group. There's a group of them, Yolanda. And JLR is the one who's been posting the photos. So I know he's involved. If not there, he's involved. But I believe that he has been there. He was just there. Yep. A machine. Hard as nails, no compassion, no empathy, a machine. That's true. That is true. Yeah, the dude's bad. Bad news. He has sued so many people, he's not even allowed to file any more lawsuits. They're done. They're done dealing with him. He actually, if you read through this, it gets to be quite comical at parts. There's a couple of quotes that I've read on here. I mean, it's just crazy. He's just disgusting. Where was that one? There was an article. See what happens when you search that? Who's the most litigious man? You get his name. And that's Betty's advisor. I'll show you. Oh wait, I've got a link over here. Remember, I'm working out. That wasn't it. Hang on. Thought that was it. I'm going to have to go manually. Savage has all of it here. I had sent her this text. This is mine that she sent to me. Right here.
Accidental. Get replacement dentures.
You can see the date, October 19th. She sent that to me. See, she mentions JLR twice. JLR believes the numbers are hitting. And JLR knows what he's doing. That's her partner. She looks to him. So, hi, Blind Furry. How are you doing? Showing everybody some information on JLR and Bullhorn Betty. How they're in things together. And totally destroyed Michael Vaughn's mother's heart today. Absolutely. I don't know if you've been in my life before or not, but welcome. True. But it was. It's self-proclaimed. However, if you Google it, that's the name you're going to get, and that's partially what feeds into his narcissism. He sued the Guinness Book of World Records for not naming him as the most litigious man. Let that sink in. Hello. My name is Debbie. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me ugly stuff. I've got a lot of haters because I'm not scared of putting things out here. Like I did yesterday, the CPS documents I put them up. I'm not scared. The documents proving that Billy Joe and Cher have been lying this whole time about Quentin. The whole time, y'all. I've got, let's see. Documents. Bear with me. Not sure which one this is. Okay. Put that there. This is what I put up yesterday. Nobody has put this out before. I'm not scared to do it because it's true. This whole time, Cher's been claiming that, thank you very much. I have to read these comments and then I'll pull these documents up full size so you can see them. Let's see here. How can BHB? There we go. I can read it better over here. How can BHB act like she knows what she's doing, but she depends on the opinion of a loser? Yes. Yes, you get bonus points on that one. Betty is in that case. Yeah. I don't know. That's I think you tied for winner. That's a good one. Yeah, they all do. I mean, Betty threatens to sue people every day. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. She ain't going to sue anybody. What's funny is, y'all, I actually have on one of my accidentally recorded phone calls with her, I have her admitting that her paperwork for her copyright and trademark, she didn't even send those in. She can't copyright strike anybody. She admitted it. And she'd been threatening to sue Heels over and over and over. So I sent that over to Heels in the Air so she would know. She can't sue anybody. Well, I mean, if she was if I'm just not sure why anyone would think BJ would actually speak the truth about anybody. When this first happened, I'm always willing to give anybody their time with me, give them a chance, anybody. And I had tried to reach out to her. Yep, she very much is. I call her burnt hair Betty, because her hair looks like it's fried and burned. Oh, that's funny. 10 points. There you go. 10 points. Okay. All right. Go for 20 now. You made me forget what I was saying. That's good. Okay. So this is page 1. Okay. So you know how this whole time, Cher has been claiming that she had guardianship of the children, right? Everybody remembers that? I had guardianship, and it was up to me whether or not Leilani could be left alone with Quentin. You guys remember her saying that, right? Bullshit, as Michael McConaughey says. Bullshit. Oh my God, I love general awareness. I gotta go check that out. See, who's the lady earlier that was just like, oh, I didn't know how dark YouTube could be? Who are you? Who said that? Who said that? Who are you? Pretty blonde lady up here, I believe. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where'd you go, pretty blonde lady? Is she still here? I'm scrolling way up in chat. I don't. It's way up there. All right. Hi, coffee addict. Didn't get to say hi to you. Cher is Leilani's mother, correct? Beverly. Yes. Beverly Ann. That's who I wanna be. All right. Sorry. First and only time I'll ever sing. I'm not going to put y'all through that ever again. I'm sorry. Don't block me. Okay, so this whole time, you guys remember that Billie Joe said that she had guardianship. Guardianship. Okay, so Beverly, I totally forgot what I was wanting to tell you. You were kind of curious, like how you didn't know how dark it got. Go check out General Awareness. He's awesome. That's good. Come to YouTube drunk looking for the liquor courage, but they end up on the I wish I'd never done that live stream ever. Yep. They delete. You'll see a lot of these people do a live and then they just delete it when they're done. Okay, so again, the whole story that BJ put out there, Billie Joe put out there, was that she had guardianship. She could say whether or not Leilani could be alone with baby Quentin, that it was up to her. Nope. Bullshit. And I'm going to watch some Matthew McConaughey movies later. So are you, do you have a clip channel, correct, Blind Fury? Is it Furry? Because I keep wanting to say Fury. I know it's not Fury. For sure, J-Rod. Yes, thank God for the clip channels. Beverly Ann, the clip channels are hilarious. My favorite is, I have several actually. I love Simply Updated. And I love A Balance. And let's see, Heels in the Air. I know there's another one. What's the other one that's really good? Blind Fury. Is it Fury? It's Furry, right? Okay, I'm not going to get too distracted. But yes, check out the clip channels. They're hilarious because they catch, Savage. I don't think Savage is really, she's not a clip channel. I wouldn't call her a clip channel. I mean, she does do some clips, but I have as well a couple. Okay, cool. Give me 2 seconds. I got to check my notifications. Speaking of YouTube punishers. Okay, I have to check sometimes to make sure I don't have any hate going on in my comment sections. Because I got haters. I call them fans. Okay, so she made those claims, right? Right here, proof she lying. See how big I can get this for you guys? Lincoln Lawyer is your jam. You guys, when Nick was on here, when Nick Wren from AWP came up here, I interviewed him a couple days ago. Blind Fury, have you seen that? If you guys have not seen my interview with Nick Wren, the diver, oh my word, it was awesome. Loved it. It was a great interview. He is really cool. But Blind Fury, he recommended Ghost, the band Ghost. And I have been listening to that band and they are rad. Really good band. I'm like, wow. So yeah, check out Ghost. But watch my interview. It's funny. We had a good time. Incels? I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I don't get it. Okay, so this is the actual CPS documents that I obtained. I'm going to start reading from the top. Or can you guys read it okay? Do you need me to read it? I'll just read it. Just watch it. My channel and my live stream chat are off a little bit. Okay, they're about 5 seconds delay. Okay. So I'll just read parts of it here. Seeing it, Nick is my next. You better not, J-Rod. I'll never speak to you, yeah. Okay. Complaints and an affidavit have been filed in the court indicating that pursuant to OCGA Statute 15-11-133, Subsection A, Subsection 2, law enforcement removed the above referenced children from their home on October 12th, 2022 at approximately 6:30 p.m. And an officer of this court authorized the removal of the children from the home and the placement of the children in foster care because the children were in imminent danger of abuse or neglect if they remained in the home. First paragraph. And, you know, I'm going to take 2 seconds. I need to go refill my water. So I will be right back. Hang on just a second. I'm just going to go down the hallway real quick. Hi, thank you for your patience. Appreciate it. So I realized I should have played some music or something for you guys. I do a lot of music over here. Love music. Okay, let me see if I missed anything in chat. Okay, so I'm going to continue. Removal of the children from the custodian was and remains necessary to safeguard the children's welfare. Continuation of the children in the home and or returning the children to the home would be contrary to the welfare of the children, and removal of the children is in the best interest of the children because a voluntary kinship care agreement with relatives became insufficient to ensure the safety and welfare of the children during a child death investigation. She never had guardianship. What's doing, Betty? Let's see. You have Nick coming on your channel tonight? Okay, I'm going to keep reading. So again, that, yeah, send me an email. Okay, so right there it says voluntary kinship care agreement. What that means is CPS placement. She didn't have custody. She especially didn't have guardianship. So she lied, and Cher lied because Cher said that she had seen the documents. No. The long bearded guy is my other husband. That's Doug. Okay. Nick is the one who found Kylie. Nick is the diver that went down and came up upset. Do you remember him? Okay. Nick is bald-headed. Yep. And handsome. They're all handsome, though. Okay. The children's sibling. So emotional reading stuff like this. The children's sibling, Quentin Simon, was reported missing on October 5th, 2022. Based upon information obtained in the course of its missing child investigation, on October 12, 2022, law enforcement notified DFCS and the family that it was proceeding with a child death investigation. That was the day that they had determined that he was in the landfill. So, yeah. The children and the siblings were living in the home with the mother, the Youngkin father, and the maternal grandmother prior to the sibling disappearance. It's kind of weird that they don't mention these Billy Joe's husband, and they didn't mention Paul here. I just thought that was weird. Don't know why. The mother is the primary suspect in the death investigation, and other household members, as well as relatives, continue to be investigated for protective capacity. That means protective capacity means they're trying to figure out if anybody in the family is qualified and willing and able to take the children. The mother is a chronic, unrehabilitated substance abuser of cocaine and cannabis. She screened positive for and admitted use of cocaine and THC at the birth of the youngest child. I know the names are up here, but I'm just not going to read them out loud. She has, and the names are already out there in public, so I didn't release anything that's not already known. So, hi, Savage, Monica. Paul is actually, is Paul a brother? I don't know why I just went blank on that. Paul stays home most of the time, is what I've heard, and he has some, like, some sort of something going on health-wise, like some sort of developmental delay, but I'm not really sure. I didn't really dig into Paul. Don't know. I know that there was a Paul there at the time, living there. Probably still does, just like the rest of them. Okay. She has continued, meaning Lolani. She has continued to screen positive for cocaine. Come here, baby. Come here. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right. So you guys don't have to hear the pitter patter of his feet anymore on my wood floor. I'm just going to pick up my puppy. Okay. She has continued to screen positive for cocaine. The mother has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and anxiety disorder, for which she has not been receiving ongoing mental health treatment. That's concerning, right? The maternal grandmother, which is Billy Joe, has so this is the part that confused me at first when I read it. I was like, oh, so she does have one. This might be what she showed Cher. But wait till you see page 2, okay? If she tricked Cher, if she lied to Cher and Cher believed what she saw, she might have seen this document. Because right here it says, the maternal grandmother has a permanent guardianship order as to the child blank, pursuant to documents from the juvenile court of Burke County. The maternal grandmother failed to provide adequate supervision for the child by leaving the child in the home in the care of the mother, a person the maternal grandmother knew or should have known was unfit to provide proper care while the maternal grandmother traveled out of state. Hi, Savage. I'll go back up to the top and show you. Not a problem. This is the actual CPS documents on the Quentin Simon case. Other people have loosely quoted them before, but I haven't seen them posted since the case. But they show that she was lying. Have you been following the Quentin Simon case? If not, then I don't really need to give you a recap, but that's what I'm reading here. You can go back a little bit. You can pause at any time to read. All right, I'm going to go. The Georgia Department of Human Services, through the Chatham County Department of Family and Children's Services, made reasonable efforts to prevent the removal of the children from the home and to make it possible for the children to return. And it says home on the next page here. Home, including consulting with law enforcement, utilizing a voluntary kinship care agreement during the missing child investigation, attempting to verify the maternal grandmother's claim to permanent guardianship. She was not able to provide proof of guardianship. She lied. Okay, let me start that over. Attempting to verify the maternal grandmother's claim to permanent guardianship of the child blank, I'm not saying those names out loud, and the sibling Quentin. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Yes, the amended order. Oop, it's on the other page. The amended order transferring temporary legal custody following authorization for removal. It's the title. So they attempted to verify that Billie Joe had actual guardianship, and she did not. She only had, at that point, temporary kinship placement through DHS, through CPS. So that's another lie that Billie Joe and Cher put out there. Do you remember, Michelle, if you can answer this in chat for everybody, that Billie Joe said she had guardianship of the children? Thank you, Savage. Michelle, do you remember her saying that over and over and over about guardianship? Yeah, she said she didn't say it was a family agreement. She said she had guardianship, but that it was a family decision. Do you remember that? Words are real important, and people can trick you by saying words that don't really mean what they mean them to mean, or they mean them to mean something else, and they're just tricking you. I don't think you're following what I'm saying. Okay. She never said the words volunteer kinship. She never said the words CPS placement. In fact, she said, do you recall, she said she wasn't even aware that there was a CPS case open. Do you at least remember that? She said she didn't even know until Quentin turned up missing that there was even a CPS case. Do you remember that? So that happened. I literally have the clips, and I'm going to put all this together in a video. She said specifically she had no knowledge of any CPS case. This is a CPS case that she was in. She knew about it. She signed the documents agreeing to a temporary kinship placement. She said there was paperwork and everything to back her up. And Cher said she saw that paperwork. We'll go back and watch her lives then, because I did. That was the whole point, was there's a big difference between, right, she said that it was through the court. She said it was filed in the court, that it was all legal, that it was legal guardianship. That is what she said. But it was not at all. She only had CPS placement. You also remember her saying that, here's line number 3. Oh, what you doing, puppy? You're getting heavy, buddy. Said or is? Wait. By court, said or is? I'm sorry, I'm not following you. No, it was before. It was before. She had CPS kinship placement through CPS, through what's called let me go back to the first page. I don't know if you saw it. Hold on. Come on, puppy. I just got a second monitor, so it takes me a while to get to the other screen. Oops, did it again. Right here. Voluntary kinship care agreement. A voluntary kinship care agreement through CPS. She had CPS placement. She did not have guardianship. When you have CPS placement, You don't get to make decisions for the children as far as leaving them alone with somebody. You don't get to do that. No, that's up here. Hold on. Oh, close it again. Hang on. Hold on. I opened it over here on my other monitor. Okay. I thought you drink of water over there. I'm going to let him finish. He's annoying me. Hey, sweetie. Take good. Okay. All right. So this happened. The voluntary kinship care agreement through CPS happened before the child went missing. She had kinship placement. She did not have legal guardianship. And that's what I was trying to point out a long time ago. I know because I actually have full legal guardianship of my grandchildren, and I know exactly what that's supposed to look like. Hold on, I'm going to read that to you too in just a minute. So they tried to work with him, doing all these things. They had already tried, as you see here, Michelle, they had tried utilizing a voluntary kinship care agreement. They attempted to verify the maternal grandmother's claim to permanent guardianship of the child blank and the sibling Quentin. They attempted to verify her claim. It's right there on the screen. Let me go back up and chat here. Somebody said question. Oh my goodness. You're funny. Hi, Julia. Okay. I would have no idea. None at all. Hi, Julia. How are you? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm behind. I'm so behind on that. Holy crap. That's funny. That one. He's protected. All right, we're going to shift gears here. Where is it? I'm going to show you my what guardianship papers actually look like. I didn't want that one either. All right. When you have guardianship of a child, you'll have one of these. Letters of guardianship. Every state has it. Billy Joe didn't have it. She didn't have any documentation that she had guardianship. Yet you see right above it on the screen, they attempted to verify the maternal grandmother's claim to permanent guardianship of the child, blank, and the sibling, Quentin. They attempted to verify it. They're like, okay, show us the paperwork. She had no paperwork. I have paperwork. When you have guardianship of a child, that is when you have the say in things. I can authorize anything for my grandchildren. I'm their full legal guardian. She had no voluntary. No. I don't think you understand, Michelle. I'm so sorry you don't understand, but I'm tired of you arguing with me. Go to your channel if you want to rule the roost and act like you know it all, because you don't. I'm done. I don't mean to be rude, but you're incredibly rude every time you come on my chat. So, I'm done. Anyway, so I know what I'm talking about with guardianship. When you have a CPS case involved, which they did, they're not going to just let you say, oh, I'm just going to let the kids go live with so-and-so and not have it all written down with a safety plan through CPS in place and all the documentation. They're just not going to do that. Tranime, oh my God, Julia. What are you having, Blind Furry? They want to have what you're having. So what are you having? A licensed YouTuber, aren't you? Sounds like I got a chat. I mean a text. Let me see. Yeah, but I'll read it. My daughter got a promotion today at her job, by the way. I'm so proud of her. All right, so when you have guardianship, this is what it looks like. She claimed that she had guardianship, but she does not. She claimed right here to the police, to the court, or to CPS. She claimed to CPS, that she had permanent guardianship. She did not. She lied. She was telling everybody on YouTube she had guardianship. It is a completely different animal. I, being the full legal guardian of my grandchildren, I can make decisions for them. I can enroll them for school. I can get their hair cut. I can authorize surgeries, whatever, just as if I am the parent, full legal guardian. Yes, exactly, Julia. Thank you. So there was an active CPS case. They agreed to let her have placement, kinship placement. You see the words on the page. It says kinship placement. She's not just saying, all right. Well, so I'm going to show you the other page here. When you have guardianship of children, you also have one of these. And this is rules for the parents. All right, so rules for the parents. They give everybody a chance to get their act together if they want their kids back. Now, in my case, it's been many years. I'm not going to say how many because there's way too many haters. Exactly, Julia. Thank you. it's kind of a perspective thing too. You know, with some people, they have bias and then they have perspective. Some people forget that there's a big difference between perspective and bias. They get them confused. I can't help them. I just keep it on. So, okay, doesn't kinship placement happen? Yes, absolutely. But they have to go through, like Julia just said above, you have to go through like a check of your home. They have to interview you. They have to see who else is living in the home. Everybody has to be, you know, like up and up, no warrants. They'll let people have kinship placement even if you've got stuff on your record, kinship placement. But you cannot get guardianship if you've got anything on your record. You just can't. You just can't. And so that was my first clue when she said she had guardianship and Cher said she saw the guardianship papers. She actually used that word. I was like, bullshit, because I know it's not easy to qualify for guardianship. You got to have a spotless record. You have to have good credit. They check your house. They come interview your home. They check if you have other, you know, family members. So, Chicana cake. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Home study. Yes, Julia, thank you. So they don't just say, hey, raise your hand and you can have these kids that we just removed from the parent for abuse and neglect. And they don't let the parent say, hey, before you remove my kids, I know that it looks kind of shady around here. You know, my place is a mess. There's liquor and drug paraphernalia all over the place and kids got bruises. But, you know, I'm gonna just send them over to grandma's house or aunt's house and you can just go kick rocks, CPS. That's not how it works at all. So for these people to think that they had what they didn't have is just insane, because I know what it took for us to get guardianship. Yeah, you had to do it. You had to do it. I'm not putting it on the screen. I'm not putting it on the screen. You know what? Screw it. I'm doing it. Y'all don't even know. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, this is page 2 of mine. And then is it gonna let me get back to page 1? Hold on. 811. All right, so it's this one. So when you have guardianship, your stuff's going to look like this. Now, there was a time with my grandchildren where I had, it wasn't CPS placement, but it was called a CPS safety plan. And they always put those in place as well. So she would have had documentation of that. I need some coffee. Where's the coffee? I just heard coffee. Who has coffee? Don't even waste your time. Don't waste your time. I can send you some stuff though that'll make you laugh. You mean I'm sorry, drunk and high at work? That's a bad place to be drunk and high. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. That was quite stupid, wasn't it, Julia? Did they really expect to find anything? Okay, yes. To be more serious, yes, yes, yes. That's what I heard. Mm-hmm. He hit it and get it. And it hurt both of her feelings. What do they say nowadays? I mean, because like in our day, it was he hit it and he hit it, or he hit it and he split. Yeah, I'm done. I want to get back to talking about the case. Thank you. Sometimes, friends keep you in check. I appreciate that. All right. Okay, so again, page 1, you can see it's the actual court document. This is mine. I redacted it. So it's all good. We got to cut up sometimes, but all right. So I redacted mine. So you can see the actual legal document. And Billy Joe did use the words. Okay, I can do it like that. That'll work. So down here, you can see where it says you have to sign an oath of guardian. This was after like the final thing, right? Finally got everything permanent and got to sign off on it. We had to stand before the judge and be sworn in and take an oath. You know? Are you going, Julia? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, no. It kind of sucks. I've never been a cool mom. Even though some of my kids' friends would call me mom, they just still knew I wasn't the cool mom that was going to let them do stuff. Don't make me get out the switch. No. Hey, J-Rod. Okay, so they give the parents time to see if they're going to get together, get their act together. In my case, every state is going to have. Yeah, Megan's totally shady. I just don't want anybody in my chat disrespected. Okay, Megan's blocked, so you shouldn't see her in here. But if you do, let me know. But please don't do that in my chat, J-Rod. Okay. All right. So you have all these. In fact, can you delete that, J-Rod, please? I want to keep things cool and chill. All right. Even I have oddly enough, in the trauma genre, there's a couple of chats that I go to a lot, and there's people in there that hate each other, and outside of that space. In that space, everybody's just like chill because they respect very highly the channel owner. And they all like her, right? They might not like each other, but they like her. So they leave each other alone when they're in that space. So here, if there's somebody that you don't like, I totally get it. I respect everybody's opinion. Just block them, and then you won't even see them in chat. That's what I do now. Anybody says anything to me that's even like my tolerance level for bullshit is just almost too low at this point. So Me or J Rod, I'm not sure. I'm just, my tolerance level is so low. Like, I want to make sure that I have a really good control over my channel and how things are run here, because I don't want drama. And that's why, like, I'm just willing to put my foot down from day one now, because I got totally railroaded my first live. It was bad. I didn't know how to handle anybody or anything. So it was bad. It was really, really bad. But now I'm just like, bye. It doesn't bother me. I just block and go on with my life. So anyway, each state will have also this. They have to check them off, and then they give the parents so long to do something. Thank you, crazy mama. And as long as they do all of those things, then they can come back, and maybe start to, get the kids back if everybody's agreeable and blah, 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 right? So let's see here. So that's how it goes, but it's always going to be an actual, everything's documented. There's no such thing as having a voluntary kinship placement, which is mentioned, voluntary kinship care agreement. There's no such thing if there's no documentation to back it up. So that was when, I didn't get to finish reading this. That's me. I need a hug. I need a hug. J-Rod. No. Hold on, let me switch over here. And is it this one? Nope, this one. Thank you. Okay. I was going to do that for you. Okay, so it goes on to say, I'll start from the beginning of that sentence. They had tried everything that they could to keep the children in the home. Absolutely, I agree. Okay, so they've done everything that they could to prevent removal of the children. It says so, including consulting with law enforcement, utilizing a voluntary kinship care agreement during the missing child investigation, which was only 2 days. That was on the children just for those 2 days, I believe. And then, because it was from like the 5th to the 12th. So 7 days. All right. Okay, so they had the voluntary kinship care agreement during the missing child investigation. So why people are thinking that this voluntary kinship care agreement would be something that the family decided to do when Quentin came up missing is just dumb. But anyway, and then it says they attempted to verify the maternal grandmother's claim to permanent guardianship of the child, that's the older brother, and the sibling, Quentin. She was not able to provide documentation. She had no proof because it wasn't true. And then it goes on to say, confirming with the Cherokee Nation, the children do not qualify as Indian children pursuant to the Indian Child Welfare Act. They also reviewed Child Protective Services history from other counties, as well as an ongoing Family Preservation Services case. That's the one, see where it says the word ongoing? Are you seeing that, Michelle? Are you seeing that to the other lady? Ongoing. An ongoing Family Preservation Services case, an open CPS case, right? That says open CPS case. Billy Joe, this whole time, has said, I didn't know there was a CPS case. I had no idea until Quentin came up missing. Liar. And I'm sorry, but anybody defending them, You can still read chat. You just can't, and they can type away in chat. They just don't realize nobody can see them when you hide somebody from your channel. All I did was hide them. So they can just keep on talking. They can see, but they're not blocked. You know what I mean? They're blocked from chatting. It's done. I don't deal with drama. Okay. Especially disrespect on my own page when I've been so very kind, and she knows for a fact that I've been way kinder than I should have been. She knows. She knows our emails. All right. So ongoing family preservation services case. Previously providing the mother with substance abuse rehab treatment following in utero drug exposure to the child, the older brother. So that's when it started. Her very first child was born with drugs in the system. Providing an updated substance abuse assessment and rehabilitation treatment following in utero drug exposure to the child, that's the baby, the youngest, and requesting drug screening of the mother. And on the first page, it said she continued to test positive for cocaine. So even though she was in this ongoing case and was like on the edge of losing her children, she was still not able to stop using cocaine. And then the rest of it's just the order. It's therefore ordered pursuant to, that to protect the children, temporary legal custody of the above referenced children be transferred to the Georgia Department of Human Services, blah, 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 blah. And this mentions the prelim hearing that happened on October 17th. And yeah, I know, right? That happened on October 17th. And mother was like, oh, my kid's back. And they're like, nope. That's how that went, short version. If she even said that. But yeah. They've been lying. Lied about having guardianship. Cher lied and covered up for her and said she'd seen the guardianship papers. She used those exact words. I have the clips. I have them in a file. I need to put them all together into a video. She backed her up, Cher backed her up on all of it. She shouldn't have. The Quentin Simon case, at the moment, we were talking about Michael Vaughn case. You can go back to the beginning if you would like. We had kind of a split in the middle where we chatted for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, the authorities really they don't act on what, like our schedule of when we want them to act. And it's so frustrating. I know. Yeah. Absolutely crazy, Mama. I want everybody to treat everybody with respect. Both ways, period. Absolutely. Because I like everybody. Like everybody that I see in here. So just don't want any drama. Drama gets you the door, period. Don't want it. I'm almost done with this live anyway. So I've got to go make dinner for my family. But yeah, I just wanted to, I had that up because I was showing that. This is just to kind of catch up. If you just came in here. We're going over the connections with Jonathan Lee Riches and Bullhorn Betty. She listens to him, and he is a total piece of shit. Convicted felon. You can Google him, spend a little time on that. And then the phone call that happened today where Betty went and very sneakily got information on the case and then passed it along on YouTube before the family had a chance to be notified, and that's just disgusting. So, yeah. The Vaughn family, they're like, don't even try to come here and play that crap. The police are actually being very proactive and have blocked off the entire block. So, and by the way, I think it was yesterday on Betty, I saw a clip. She actually put out there like a public statement, hoping it would get to Danny, addressing Danny Youngkin, saying that she's going to locate him and call him. And if he doesn't answer her calls and talk to him, she's going to show up at his house and he's going to talk to her. Basically, she said, "You're going to talk to me. You might as well talk to me now." Seriously, she said that yesterday. And then she did all this today. They've been getting photos of this poor mother sitting out there. It's just, it's ambulance chasing at its worst, you know? But I do got to go make dinner. I will get off here for just a little bit. Then I got to check and see if there's anything else new. Let's just peek real quick together, shall we? These channels that I have mentioned, that I've used the little clips today, I will definitely put the links down below when I'm done. Oh, here's the, looky here, guys. There's the woman arrested. Chuck E. Cheese.
It is alleged that you did on or about the 12th day of November of this year, here in the state of Idaho, fail to notify the coroner of a death, the death of Michael Vaughn, with the intent to prevent the discovery of the manner of death.
We continue to follow developing news out of Payette County. Police made an arrest in connection to the disappearance of Michael Vaughn. The little boy went missing from his Fruitland home in July of 2020. That home is
say if they have found Michael or not, and that they don't want to jeopardize the case, but it's their goal to recover him if needed. Back to you, Doug.
Alex, thank you there live from outside the Payette.
I'm over here talking away and forgot I was on mute. Hey, Wolf Spirit, are you leaving? I'm just gonna put this up here real quick before I go. This is true. Unfortunately, it's very, very true. I mean, I got issues with several people, and I'm going to email you. I think I commented on something on yours and asked you about a video that Valoma had actually mentioned to me. She was very upset, and if you could go back and read that comment, I'd like to know about that, because that was just kind of weird. But anyway, let's see. Oh, good. Not leaving yet, but you're not leaving yet. Good. But yeah, there's some people on here that I literally will see them hang out in one chat room with, let's say, Henry and David and Sarah. And I'm Debbie, and I'm hanging out over here. Sarah's talking smack about Barbara and her channel. And everybody's laughing together, right? Then we leave, we go do something else, and 3 hours later, there's Sarah on Barbara's channel talking smack about the other channel. Do you know how many times I've seen that? I've seen that several times. People that I see on a regular basis going from chat to chat, talking about the channels that they were just on, talking smack about the other channel. It is so dumb. So now when I see people that are like that, I can tell that they're, like that. I just block them. Fickle for sure. Yep. For sure. You can say something and they will twist up what you say, then act like you said something you didn't say. That's the worst. That is the actual worst. Okay, so let me see. I guess this is the house. Now there's a backhoe in there. I'm not playing the audio. Yeah, they do it. Well, just take my advice, block them, and don't worry about it. For me, it would just bother me so much because I've got a really good conscience and I couldn't behave like that. So it bothers me. It's like, how can they're going to get busted? So I just move on with my day and just they'll get their karma eventually. It's all right. Yes, I have learned pretty quickly. It only took me a month of actually like doing this to figure out a lot about several people. That's a heartbreaking scene, you guys. Digging for a child, man. Oh my God. This picture right here just breaks my damn heart. I am definitely praying for his family. I could not imagine. I am so protective with my little girl. She don't go nowhere. That next picture there. Doesn't want to play it. Well, good grief. You and your transitions. Couldn't catch it. All right. Play him again. I'll catch it. That was a beautiful photo. There we go. So this is the mother that's been out there very upset. And that's true, Savage Monica. Accurate AF. You gotta pick sides. Pick friends. And if you're friends with one side, you better not go on somebody else's panel. You better not. Like right now, I'm gonna get called all kinds of names for people I'm talking to. And you know what? I'm done worried about it. I can like who I like and vet people out a little better, you know? Yeah, it's dumb, Savage Monica. It's totally dumb. Man. True. Now, this is true. This is very, very true. This is what I've gone through already like 3 times. This is real because this will affect your channel. You know, if you have a channel, they can spread rumors and lies and they can squash you. But I know this is not high school, so I just don't even worry about it. Think and say whatever they want. Don't care anymore. Oh, I didn't even mean to click on that one. I'm not going to talk trash. I don't talk about people. I talk to people. Awesome. Own person, a part of, that is loyalty. I like you. Thank you. That's very well said. Girl, I didn't either. I had no idea. Literally one night I got chewed out because I'm friends. I at the time, like friends with Betty, but she chewed me out for going and watching Savage's show, Savage Live Media. I got chewed out by another adult. Said that, oh, if you hang out with them, blah, blah. It was dumb. It's just dumb. That's all. Really nothing else you can say about it, but it's dumb. Stay apart, listening to wine. Facts for sure. I know it's Monday, but so this coming Saturday. Oh, yep. Let's see your license. So this coming Saturday night, I want to. Hey, we can. Is it the same Pope? I think the best Pope was the one, John Paul II from the 80s. He was actually very sweet. Well said. Yep. See, when you've reached a level, when you've reached this level, and I'm there too, when you can say the words, I'm good by myself, you have reached a level of dangerousness that your little frenemies. Oh, okay. I've got to help somebody with something in a minute. So I'm going to have to cut this short because another YouTube friend needs some help with something, and I've got to go cook dinner. Today's my husband's day off, and I'm not going to make him cook on his day off. So he's a very, very, very good cook. He does probably 75% of our cooking because he's just so good at it. He loves doing it. So I let him. Don't mind at all. Very good cook. All right, let's see. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I had to talk to my girl for a minute. All right, guys, I'm going to dip out because it's going to be busy in my house for a little bit here. Love you all. Thank you so much for coming. And I was just going to say, I want to hook up a Friday night or Saturday night, just a chill session. And I think that would be fun, bring your own beer type of thing and just hang out, What's up, Julia? Oh, hey, Smitten Kitten, how are you? You didn't get a notice at all? I had done one live and then I did another one shortly after that because go back to the beginning of this one. Please go back to the beginning of this one because Bullhorn Betty has reached a new low. Oh, oh, that's so sweet. We will do this again. I'm thinking Friday night or Saturday night. Uh-oh. Yes. Is your email on your about page, Smitten? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, you're funny. 15. Woo! Yep. I want to stay, but I've got to go cook. So, my email is on my about page. Let me put my email in chat. That way you guys can keep in touch. I like emailing too. Please be sure that you go and join the Facebook group and like the Facebook page because I'm just getting those started. So there's not a whole lot going on over there yet, but we can also do, lives over there in Facebook. And like this is showing live on our Facebook page, although there's hardly anybody even there. But I like Facebook because I want to have a place where we can sleuth together in addition to here, like if you have something that you wanted to show me or share with everybody, I want to have a place where everybody can come together and, crime sleuth together in addition to YouTube. I'm a very social person and I like collaboration. And that includes other creators. I know there's a lot of, jealousy and pissing contests and de-swinging contests and mean girls and all that stupidity. But a non-Discord Discord? That's interesting. See, I've never even seen Discord. I really need to check out Discord because so many people have told me that I need to get a Discord. I think I will check that out. But Facebook, you can do the same thing. You can upload files and upload, photos. We can all share, as we're following a case. I think it would just be really fun to do that with all of you, be able to communicate and you share, your photos and things that you've screenshot in other places and shared, news and breaking news and all that. It just would be really cool to do that. I have run many successful groups on Facebook, just never on YouTube. So I'm new to YouTube. I'm not new to social media. So I'm good with the YouTube stuff. I just need people to start joining over there. Don't Discord. Yes, true, Smitten. I'm sure. Yeah, I am careful. That's why you don't see any texts out there with my name on them. There aren't any because I am careful. And I got that way from having an ex-husband. If you have an ex-husband that you have to co-parent with, you learn real quick. You don't send that text unless, the way I always did it, don't hit send unless you would send that to your mother or the judge in the case. So that's how I conduct myself with text messages. I will literally break off my own fingers before I'll send a text that I would be embarrassed for my mom to see later. Because I got haters, I'm telling you. If there were any kind of text out there, they would be on the clip channels right now. Because if you tick off at one specific person on here, which I managed to do within the first month, because I stood up to her for slandering me, y'all know who. Go look at my very first 2 videos. I had to learn how to make videos because of that. That's what taught me. But yeah, that's where my trouble started. Defending myself, go figure. But I I don't hear from that person anymore because I stood up to them. That's what you got to do with bullies. Yeah. Thank you, Smitten. I'm the only one telling you what to do. Right. Well, I have a quote that I say. I can't really say it here, but if you're not, well, I'm not going to say it here. We'll save it for a night that we're all hanging out in a different environment. This is kind of a, a sad day for Michael's family. And I don't want to get too off the rails here. So, J Rod. Wait, what did they say? Right. Yes. Yeah, I love Facebook. It's really easy to navigate, share files, upload your own videos. I mean, literally, you guys could I had this particular group, and they would share their own clips, and then I put those clips together, and we made group things together. It was really fun. I look forward to showing you guys, the stuff that I do socially, like the contests. Go to the community page and check out, the stuff on there that I have up. The contest. Nick said I could do that little contest, so just for fun. I like to have fun. You don't have to just be sitting here talking about true crime all the time, right? You can let your hair down a little bit and hang out. Get to know each other. That's how you figure out who is the good people and who are not. So, okay, I'm gonna email you, J-Rod. Stop it. Okay, my favorite. Oh my God. Okay, every time I say I'm gonna leave, then another favorite person comes in here. My favorite socks. Today, I am wearing my favorite socks. I brought out the winter socks today. J-Rod, stop it. Yes. Yep, I have all kinds of socks. I love my favorite socks. Today I'm wearing them, and I'm talking to my favorite socks. Okay, that's a little weird. Block and move on. Remember? Anyway, let's see. I don't even have any mods in here right now, so if I mod you, then you're going to end up hidden from the page or blocked. So, no, I don't want to do anything like that. I like everybody. I used to do with my kids. I had taken one of my husband's t-shirts and I made it into a get along t-shirt. And I literally made my two kids, when I just had the two, they were closer together in age. When they start fighting, I'd put them in the same t-shirt together, make them wear that same t-shirt and walk around so they got along. I saw it on the internet way back in the day, and I thought, oh, yes, I am definitely going to try that. And believe me, it works. But I've got to go cook dinner. They're getting hungry in there, guys. And I think I was planning on getting off here by 6:30, so I may get back on later. I got the unlimited whatever on here, so I can chat whenever. And I will see you guys later, okay? And then I'll set up something for later in the week to have a just a really cool chat, an update on the week on what's going on, true crime, and then actually talk about the cases. I can also have like 10 people up on my panel. So, if you're interested to like hang out with me, we can do that. So you guys go love on your families. Call your mom, call your dad. Read a Bible scripture, meditate, pet an animal, put on your favorite socks. That always makes me happy. Okay, I will check my email. And same for you, Smitten. I'm going to check my email. Okay, yes, I definitely will. I will coffee, for sure. That's what I will do. I'm going to go watch General Awareness and cook dinner. So, anyway, I just want everybody to know I want you all to feel safe here together. Even if you don't like each other, just block each other and have fun with me. Okay? All right. You know who I like to watch to make me laugh too? Everyday Shenanigans. Do you guys watch her? You gotta check her out. Smitten, you just reminded me of what she said earlier. Funny. Hot. I bet there's a joke in here somewhere about Dolly and socks, but I'm tired. I need to go eat. All right, guys. See you later. Should I play my outro song or no? Should I? Oh, here, I'm going to play this.
One bad apple is not going to ruin the apple unless you let a bunch.
One bad apple is not going to ruin the whole bunch unless you let them just sit there, right? Jared's right. Kind of funny that he said that. I'm going to use that a lot in my chats. So don't be the bad apple that spoils the whole bunch, because I'm not going to let you just sit there and do it. I'll show you the door. I don't want one bad apple. So one bad apple can make a big difference. Oh, my son's song. Let me see if I still have that up here. Thank you. It's a good song. Let me play it. So my son is a singer and songwriter. For those who don't know, he's very, very, very good. And no, it's not letting me do it. Okay, I'm going to play it manually. Hang on. I was hoping it would just let me pull it up in here, but it's not. I will play this song for everybody. Like I said, he's an up-and-coming singer and songwriter. He's really, really good. He's pretty famous where we live. Wherever we go, girls hang on him because he's 6'3", very handsome. He has in the past opened for Post Malone. He's getting up there now, going for his dreams. I'm very proud of him. And this is a song that he wrote and produced. It's very, very good. Tell me what you think. The ending part of it, he uses a little language at the first, which I didn't like. He's going to actually redo it because I told him, I was like, I want to be able to play that song for my people, but I don't want to hear that, But he mainly does Christian rap now. But anyway, this was a year ago, and he wrote this. This is really, really good. The ending part of it, really good. This is All My Son. You guys ready? Yes, but I will give that to you privately, not here. So here is his song. Oh, hang on. That's what I wanted to do. Trying to move it out of this way of chat so I can watch chat while it's playing. It's like scooching this over here. Whee! So this is my StreamYard. Got it over here. I'll have to move it over here. Sorry, guys. I need another monitor. I've got two now. All right.
Hey man, I used to give my all to.
All right, can y'all hear that okay? Is that audio coming through? Right, yeah, part of the problem. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Here we go.
You. And now I'm giving my all to this swisher, you feel me?
I skipped the dirty word.
Yeah. I used to give my all to you. Then I found out that it all wasn't true. I've never called to you. I just made this song for you. I used to give my all to you. Then I found out that it all wasn't true. I've never called to you. I just made this song for you. I hope you meet somebody nice. Yeah, yeah. I hope you meet somebody great. Yeah, yeah. And then I hope you realize, oh no, that everything you had was fake. And I'm sorry to admit it, baby. But thinking about you, I done quit it, baby. See, I'm so tired of the worrying. I see these cracks always stirring. I used to give my all to you. Then I found out that it all wasn't true. I've never called to you. I just made this song for you. I used to give my all to you. Then I found out that it all wasn't true. I've never called to you. I just made this song for you, baby. So I'm stressing out and I'm calling her, asking her if it was worth it all. Right now I'm a call away, but things used to be down the hall. It was sitting in the dark talking for hours together. It was loving basketball, maybe a shower together. Baby, now all of my thoughts are just so crowded together. And now all of my thoughts are just so crowded together. Does it help to have it louder than help or develop headaches that would lay most people down in the street? I used to give my all to you. Then I found out that it all wasn't true. I've never called to you. I just made this song for you. I used to give my all to you. Then I found out that it all wasn't true. I've never called to you. I just made this song for you, baby.
That's my jam right there. I have no idea what instruments he's playing, honestly. No idea. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, he's got some really good songs. I'll tell you more when we hang out and show you guys. He said that he's willing to come on sometime with me and, just like freestyle rap for you guys. He's adorable. He's white. He's like the only white rapper in the group of friends that he has, too. It's so adorable. You know that guy, right? He's that guy. But he's 6'3", and yeah. Sound like a moog to make this windy sounds. Oh, cool. I didn't cry when I heard it, but I was just like, dang, that is really good. Like, he's working right now with getting it perfected. At the beginning, like I said, he says the F word. I had to skip past that. And then I think he hit the high notes a little high. When he's done it again for me and hit a couple of notes down, like right here, I'll show you. Well, I already closed it. There's this one part where he goes really high. He did it again, and it was a little lower, and I was like, that's it right there. Do it again with that. So he hasn't perfected it yet, so he hasn't released it. But to me, it sounds perfect, and I love it. So, yes, I totally have it on my playlist, and I play it a lot in the car. It sounds so good in a car going down, like, driving music, cruising music. I have cried over him. I cried when he opened up for Post Malone. That was really big. And he's performed at some pretty big locations. He went traveling with somebody, I don't remember who now, but he went on a tour. So I got to see him, on big stages. It was really neat. I am very proud of him. So he's just needing that one break, if he could get that one little break, he would be famous because he's good. He's really, really good. And he is so sweet. Like, that's my baby. It's my youngest one. And he's 24. And he's my baby, He's just my baby. But to me, like, I'm only 5'3", so he's a foot taller than me, like my husband. All right, guys, I will see you later. Thanks for listening to that song, and I will put some more up to sometime. And he said he'll come and chat and rap for you guys and hang out. He's really funny. He's funny too. He's super funny. I'm very proud. You'd be surprised. Like, you'd think that it would be like the big break, and it wasn't. But he'll get there. He'll get there. He works full time and does real life. Now he's trying to fit this in, He's working on it. So, all right, guys, I've got to go. I'll see you later. Yes. Posty was totally cool. Requested selfies that I wanted. Yeah, I've got some cool pictures of Posty from that tour. It's neat. All right, guys, have a good night. Look for me later. I might pop back on. Because it's my husband's night off, so he doesn't usually come to bed until like midnight on this night off on Mondays. So I might come back on later. See you guys later. I will also play my outro because I love it because I made it. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good evening if I don't see you later. Otherwise, we will hook up Friday or Saturday. Bye.